bit, but this is the craziness that's permeating the whole world. We do not seem to have any leadership in the world that can make a clear, concise, sane decision. And when I look at the QPS, my former employer, my former boss, who I used to look up to this as an organization. I look at it now and think the leadership team in this do not seem to be able to make clear, concise, rational decisions. Case in point, we have what came out last month, only a month ago, the decision to ban the LVNR. Now, a month later, just over a month, 1 month and 1 day, Queensland Police cleared to use banned sleeper chokehold. Now, they'll clarify the story, but then it's a clarification or the reclarification just to clarify, because it's never actually been clarified and it never actually been banned, just to clarify. So Queensland Police have been cleared to use a controversial and potentially deadly chokehold in certain situations after it was banned just over a month ago. So it was banned, but now they're being cleared to use it. This is the use of the lateral vascular neck restraint, LVNR. It's what is commonly known as a chokehold. So they've now clarified the ban and cleared police to use the LVNR hold in dangerous situations. Clarification was issued to QPS officers on Monday, reaffirming that the LVNR not be used in the course of ordinary policing duties. So please, when you're just walking around the street, when you're driving around and you see the person, you get told that there's someone getting around on a push bike in a black hoodie wearing a black mask. So your name is, I don't know, just what's any kind of name? Alistair North. Okay, you're driving around your police car and you hear this announcement going out that we're looking for someone who fits this description. So obviously, because you're a numpty, you go out and pick someone up who doesn't fit that description. Please, in these circumstances, do not use the LVNR, because this is just your ordinary policing duties. That's what they're saying here. Don't use it. Don't use it in your ordinary policing duties. When the man is scrunched up in a ball and screaming, you can, however, spray him in the face with cap spray. That's all good. Alistair. Anyway, so police have defended the clarification, insisting it does not change the force's stance against the use. So just to clarify, it doesn't change our stance against. We are against the use of force. Contrary to media reporting, there's been no change to the QPS position regarding LVNR. That's what a spokesperson said. Okay, it's interesting. So they're against it. Going further down, Katarina Carroll said the LVNR restraint would no longer be a use of force option for all officers effective immediately. Having reviewed a range of evidence and information presented to me, she likes to review the evidence. Yes, very diligent. Not. I have made the decision. See, she made the decision to discontinue the use of the LVNR from the QPS use of force model and no longer use the technique in our operational skills training. While it has been available to officers for a long time, the options for officers have increased and broadened since its introduction over 30 years ago. The decision was welcome, blah, blah, blah. The QPU, this is the union, believes in having as many use of force options as practical to keep officers safe and does not support reducing them. This is what Ian Levers said. He is also part of the problem. The only thing banning the LVNR will do is force police to become more reliant on batons, tasers, and firearms. Well, yeah, Ian Levers. So from that line of thought, you're sitting there thinking, well, what can I do here? Oh, I could use my baton. No. I could use LVNR. No. I could use a gun or a taser. Really? I mean, you jump from LVNR to gun or taser? I don't know what he's thinking anyway. It's a very weird way to look at it, but very simplistic way to look at it. Ian, whatever. Since 2011, the use of the LVNR has been considered 4 separate fatal incidents by Queensland coroners. Ms. Carroll set up a working group in 2022 involving the police union, the Crime and Corruption Commission, and medical experts. You can bet your bottom dollar that 12 months, they spent a lot of money reviewing that. And then a month later, they come out and make a Well, it seems like a bit of a retraction, a little bit of a walk back. So let's go back here. Queensland Police have been cleared to use a controversial and potentially deadly. Okay. So they have been cleared. It's been banned, but they've also been cleared. This is what I'm talking about when you talk about leaders who don't seem to be able to make sane, rational decisions. They come out, they make. We're not left with any good leaders in the world. And QPS is just a small example, a small sample of the poor leadership that we're seeing permeate the global leadership. Countries, large organizations. Now, what's happened here is they've come out and said, we ban it. We don't want you using it. However, it always has been, always has been the situation that if your life is in danger, you're in danger of grievous bodily harm or death, or someone else, you can see their life is in danger. You're running down the street. You can see little Jill, okay? Her life is in imminent danger. She is being busted up by some 11-foot tall Goliath. He is beating her, and you can see she is in danger of grievous bodily harm or death. And you have nothing at your disposal. And yet you think, I can jump on Goliath's back and do an LVNR. That it's always been the case in Queensland Police Service that if you can justify it, if you can justify that use of force, you can use virtually anything at your disposal as long as you can justify it, as long as someone's life, someone is either in danger of grievous bodily harm or death, you can justify anything. This has been trained, this has been set out in your training at the academy. I don't understand why Katerina had to come out and clarify this. Why did you have to clarify it? And your clarification just seems to muddy the waters anyway. But I'll get back to what I'm saying. This to me just seems to be another example of extremely poor leadership. We have not just Katerina, a whole team of people who do not seem to be able to lead and guide the Queensland Police Service into the area where they need to be. That's why we have so many people leaving at an extraordinary rate, not just people retiring because of the silly decision to make 60 the age you have to retire, forced retirement, but we have so many people who are just leaving because out of pure frustration, because they cannot stand to listen to that voice for starters, but they cannot stand the lack of guidance, the lack of leadership coming from the Queensland Police Service leadership team. Just another example of poor leadership, poor skills. And this is happening worldwide. You know, it's not just the Queensland Police Service. Obviously, we have the Queensland government that just make absolutely stupid decisions. They don't make any sense. Absolutely false. We have for example, the Queensland Minister for Women stands up and declares that anyone who says they're a woman is a woman. That is not true. It's just not true. But they declare it as if it is true. And this kind of thing goes on globally. We have media that turn around and tell us this is what they turn around and preach falsehoods, straight up lies to us and tell us that this is true and it's your truth. So it's all good. As long as it's their truth, it's what they believe is true. It doesn't matter that it is not true and that the facts are it's not true. It's what someone's delusion is. That's all that makes it true. It's just a part of a bigger symptom. What we're seeing here. So What we're seeing here in the Queensland Police Service with Katarina Carroll and her clarification of the reclarification of the 12 months of clarifying where QPS are going to stand on LVNR. And, there'll probably be another reclarification next year or next month. I can't say next year, it's too far away. Next month, probably in 3 weeks' time instead of 4 weeks' time. We'll clarify again just exactly what the clarification of the clarification meant. I'll say it again. Katarina Carroll needs to stand down. The police commissioner needs to stop the farcical, the farce, stop the joke that is the Queensland Police Service leadership team. She needs to just cut your losses. Cut your losses, Anastasia Palaszczuk. It didn't work. Katarina is atrocious. The whole leadership team is just atrocious. Stand them down. Someone's got to put an end to it. Just got to cut it. Cut your losses. Be done with it. It's probably like, 100 sergeants that could do a way better job. Sorry. Cut the whole leadership team. Everyone from inspectors up gets thrown out. We start again. Senior sergeants down. That's it. That's what we're starting with. Got to get rid of the rest of these numpties before they go and clarify another reclarification of the clarification. But just let me clarify that I can't clarify anything until I clarify with some other people for a 12-month period to clarify. That's my opinion.
They just fuel a desire that will take me higher. I'm on fire because nothing's gonna bring me down. Nothing's gonna bring me down. Nothing's gonna stop me now. No more demons to be done. And nothing's gonna just focus on me goal. Nothing's gonna stop me now. Nothing's gonna hold me down. Got my eye on the prize. Got my eye